So you want to be holding in this week's Torah portion? Of course you do. Here are your Shpark notes. Parashat Vayeishev, Part 1. Yes, this is going to be a special two-parter because the Torah throws us a really intense curveball this week, but here we go with Part 1. Andrew Lloyd Weber was my #1 artist on my Spotify Wrapped this year. That is how much I think about this parasha. Yes, this is the tale of Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Now, Joseph is the youngest son of his father Yaakov, who has just evolved into his final form, Yisrael, the God Wrestler. It is such an incredible name. Take note, that is how you do a rebrand. Now, Yisrael loves Joseph more than all of his other sons because he is the son that he has in his old age. He dotes on Joseph, showing him all kinds of extra attention and affection, and even offering him a gift of this ketonet pasim, of this coat of stripes. Now, child favoritism and preferential treatment never goes well, especially when the child in question has a tendency to say some pretty inflammatory shit. First of all, he talks about his dreams, and he talks about them a lot. A lot. A quick tip. Don't talk about your dreams. Talk about your goals and ambitions, sure, but the dreams that you dream at night? No. Nobody gets it, because it's a personalized, esoteric experience. Oh, you became a sheath of wheat, and then all the other wheat in the field bowed to you? Okay. Weird. Thanks for letting me know. And secondly, while he's talking about his dreams come off as odd, passive-aggressive flexes. Like the most annoying kind of comments that you could imagine. Guys, want to hear about my dream last night? No, you do. Trust me, it was so funny. I was standing in the field, and then all of a sudden, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars, which is like weirdly the same number of people in our family, all bowed down to me. Isn't that funny? Yes, it's very funny. It is very, very funny. And then Joseph walks away, and his brothers turn to one another, and they're like, we gotta kill him, right? And everyone agrees, except for Reuven, one of the brothers, who says, no, that's crazy. We can't kill him. That would be insane. Instead, we should strip him naked and throw him in a pit. Way better. And so they do. And then, awkwardly, they have lunch. Can you imagine your naked brother screaming for his life from the bottom of a pit, and you're just having a picnic, eating some baguette and some brie? That's how annoying Joseph was. Anyway, while they're noshing, a caravan of Ishmaelites comes by, and the brothers have a great idea. They say to themselves, you know what's even better than killing our brother? Selling him and getting some shekels out of the process. Win-win. And so they sell him to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, which in today's currency is about $150. $150. That's how annoying Joseph was. Reuven finds out that the brothers have sold Joseph into slavery, and he freaks out with guilt. But then all the brothers come together and they say, we have to come up with a plan. So they take his ketonet pasim, this magical, beautiful coat that is given specifically just to Joseph, and they dip it in animal's blood so that they can present it to their father and say that Joseph was killed by a wild animal. It's a great plan, and it works. At first. But Hashem has quite the plan laid out for young Joseph, and we'll talk about that more. But first, we have to tell the story of Yehuda and Tamar. Buckle up. This was part 1 of Parashat Vayeishev, and these were your Shpark notes. The rest is commentary. Go and learn.